Hello to all my beautiful viewers out there. Today, on December 1st, I thought to start the month off strong, we would talk about something that is big, something that is coming in 2020, and that is the alleged collaboration between Off-White and Nike to do the Off-White Jordan 5s. Yes, guys, so allegedly there's been a bunch of things being posted on Instagram, and apparently in 2020 we are gonna get a collaboration between Off-White and Nike / Jordan brand, which, I mean, come on, we're not surprised by that. They collab all the time. But allegedly, we are getting a collaboration with them, and they are going to do a Jordan 5 Off-White. So an Off-White Jordan 5. Now, from what we've seen a couple images about it, but I thought we'd just go over the history that we've seen between Nike and Off-White. Now, obviously, originally they did the 10, which was a pack of 10 iconic silhouettes deconstructed. That was the whole overall theme that Off-White applied to it, was a deconstructed theme where they would tear parts of the shoe off and slap it back on there. They'd make it seem like someone has cut apart the shoe and then built it together again with the pieces that they've got from cutting it all up, right? And it was a very cool look. I very much like the design about it. I have some negative thoughts towards it because it's a collaboration with Nike. Nike unfortunately produced these shoes in China. Now, I know that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like the attention to detail, the use of materials is a lot less higher quality if it's produced in China. I know that's a big generalization because, you know, the whole thing is that if it's produced in China, it's generally made of crap materials. But what I'm saying is that because they've got this huge I can't even say it. Prestigious, there we go, brand that is Off-White, which is technically classed as a luxury brand. It's not really a streetwear brand, but it's like a borderline between the two. It's almost a streetwear brand, but I would say because of its pricing, because of its overall a market appeal, I would say it's a fashion luxury brand. I wouldn't say it's a street brand, but because of that, because it's such a high-end brand, I think collaborating with Nike and then having them produced in China isn't a very good decision. I like the decision that Prada and Adidas did, that they're making it in Italy. I think that's a move that Nike and Jordan brand and Off-White should do in the future. They should stop making them in China and start producing them in a country that uses better materials, better labor costs. I personally think that's a way that they should be moving forward and going towards it, especially with Adidas's announcement recently, or more realistically Yeezy's announcement, Kanye's announcement, where he wants to bring Yeezy production back to the United States. I think that's a move that they should do going forward. Now, going back to the 10, it was deconstructed, they made them in China, but either way, they were still very nice looking shoes. It had both the motifs of Nike and Off-White attached to this sneaker, right? You could tell it was an Off-White sneaker because it had the Off-White tags, it had its famous quotation marks. It used, I would say, using very bright colors over the top of a simple canvas is a motif by Off-White, and honestly, some people may disagree on that, but that's how I feel. So the use of like very visible colors over the top of this blank canvas that they used for the Off-White 10 collection, I would say that's an Off-White motif. And you could obviously see that it was a Nike sneaker as well because it had the swoosh on it. It had everything to do with that. So the Off-White 10 pack to start off with was very recognizable that it was an Off-White and Nike collaboration. Now, where am I going this? Why am I saying that the Off-White 10 collaboration was very much in its roots an Off-White and Nike collaboration? Well, it's because all these leaked images that we have on the Off-White Jordan 5s, I'm not seeing that same connection. Maybe I'm just really stupid. Maybe I just can't see it. Maybe I'm just like, bleh. But all the images that I'm seeing of the Off-White Jordan 5s, what I'm seeing in my eyes, this is how I see it. I see a weird looking Jordan 5 with some Off-White laces. And I personally don't feel like there's enough motifs here, enough going on that makes me think, this is an Off-White collaboration. Because let me put it this way for you. If you pulled those Off-White laces out of this Jordan 5 and put in normal laces, does it look like an Off-White collaboration? No, it looks like a very weird Jordan 5 with these weird little circles on the side of it. Has anyone else noticed that? I've kind of been noticing that from the Jordan 5 Off-White images, that they've got these weird little like transparent circles on the side of them, which original Jordan 5s don't have. I would show you that original Jordan 5s don't have them, but I don't actually own a pair of Jordan 5s. 2020 though, when those OGs get released, as I covered in that previous video, yeah, if you haven't seen that, definitely subscribe to the channel and go check that video out. But when the OGs come out in 2020, I definitely have to pick those up. But going back to these Off-White Jordan 5s, the original 10 collaboration between Off-White and Jordan Brand, as I said, it had elements of both Off-White and Nike. Now, if this Jordan 5 is in fact what we are getting in 2020 for the Off-White Jordan collaboration of that year, to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Jordan 5, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm actually kind of disappointed in that, man. I mean, maybe I'm missing the message because it's such an early, these are such like early images. Maybe I'm missing the message that Virgil hasn't actually conveyed to us yet. Maybe he's not trying to do the same thing as the Off-White 10-pack where he's trying to deconstruct the sneaker. Maybe he's taking it from a different point of view. But either way, I don't, maybe again because I don't have the message, but again, I just don't see enough off-whiteness on this Jordan 5 to be like, you know what, this is definitely an Off-White Jordan collaboration. The only thing on this Jordan 5 that screams to me, that makes me think, oh yeah, this is an Off-White Jordan collaboration, are the laces. And I don't think that's enough. I think we need more. We need like, either, I mean, I know the tags are very overdone. The Off-White tags that they have on top of the, on the Off-White collabs, I know they're very overdone. Like every single Off-White shoe has them. But it's a motif of Off-White to have that tag, so I honestly think it's a requirement. I think we need at least that. Now, I still don't think that's enough. Even if they added an Off-White tag and have these Off-White laces, I still don't think that's enough to call it an Off-White collaboration. It feels very lazy, and I'm hoping that this isn't the final result that we get in 2020. I'm hoping as we get closer to the release date, we get better images of what's actually to come, you know, and I'm holding out for that because this feels very much like the Prada and Adidas collaboration, which I did comment on the channel. If you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. But in my opinion, with the Prada and Adidas collaboration, that felt cheap. Not because obviously it was made in Italy and it has Italian leather, but because all Prada did on that Adidas Superstar was slap their brand name on it. Now some people argue, but that's why it's so magnifique, because it's so simple. No, get out of here. It's lazy. They could have done so much more with it, and all they decided to do was go, let's make it so there's only 700 pairs and we'll slap Prada on it. But this is how that Off-White collaboration feels. It feels like that Prada collaboration. It feels like Off-White's like, meh, we'll just chuck some Off-White laces on it and call it a collab. Like, that's lazy. That's so lazy. And that's why I'm really worried. I'm really, really worried for this collaboration. I want it to be better. I want Off-White and Jordan Brand to do it better. Again, maybe as soon as Virgil states what his ideas are behind this Jordan 5, maybe I'll understand it more. But I'm hoping that this isn't the Jordan 5 that we get, and this is like some really early prototype versions. Although this Jordan 5 is making me think that it is what we're going to get in 2020, because there was a photo shoot like a while ago, I'm talking like 6 months ago, where we got to see some Off-White samples, and it was showcased in an Off-White book that you can buy, of like what Virgil did for like an Off-White Jordan 4. There was some photos of some samples of that, and honestly they looked really lazy as well. It kind of just looked like he slapped Air in quotation marks on the midsole of the Jordan 4 and was like, you know what, that's a collaboration. That's how it feels. I mean, I'm hoping that because that Jordan 4 was a prototype, that this Jordan 5 is a prototype, and that it's just like the early stages of what's to come, because I really feel like we need a lot more. I know I've expressed that a lot in this video, I've dragged on it about it a lot, but I feel like we do need more in this collaboration to satisfy me. I don't know, you may be really satisfied with it. Let me know how you feel about it in that comment section below. If you think that what we have now, what these images are showcasing now, is enough to say, you know what, this is an Off-White Jordan collaboration. But for me, I personally feel we need more. We need off-white tags. We need a deconstructed look if that's what he's still going for in 2020. As I said, his direction may change. He may try and approach this collaboration with a different type of mentality. Instead of trying to deconstruct the sneaker, he may try and do something else. But we need more. And honestly, that's all I've really got to say. I just thought I'd make a video about it, because obviously it's a big discussion point on Instagram, and I thought that I would go over it in a video myself. But I personally feel if a big designer brand like Off-White, like Prada, like whoever you are collaborating with a sportswear brand, you shouldn't do something lazy. I thought the Superstar Pradas are lazy. I think this Off-White Jordan is lazy. I think we need a little bit more. Hopefully in the coming months, we'll see more leaked images of hopefully further prototypes with more to it. But I personally feel that this Jordan 5 at the moment is just a little bit lazy. Not to discredit Virgil or Off-White or anything like that at all, but I just personally feel that there could have been more done with this, you know? I mean, that's just how I feel. As I said, let me know how you feel about these leaked images to do with the Off-White Jordan 5s. Do you think this is a nice collaboration so far? Would you prefer how I say that we need a little bit more Off-White motifs applied to the shoe? You know, more Off-White branding, more Off-White signature things that Off-White does? I think we need more. I think this isn't enough. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below though, guys. Yeah, sorry I went on a tangent there, guys. Sunday, still a little bit sick. Still, I should be resting. I shouldn't be making YouTube videos, but I wanted to cover it. I wanted to talk about it. I do also have a long list of things to cover on the channel. I want to go over the Yeezy 350 Black restock. I'm going to talk about that in a video, probably a couple videos from now. I'm going to talk about the Palace collection coming up. Gonna talk about Dover Street Market's 15th birthday that happened on Friday. I'm sorry, some of this stuff is a couple days old and some of it's already released, but I still do want to cover it purely just for like a, I don't know, like a history book kind of thing, so I can look back on all my videos and be like, yeah, that's right, we talked about this earlier on in the year, kind of like that. That's everything that I've got so far on the schedule, but obviously there's updates, there's more sneakers coming out all the time, there's new streetwear coming out all the time, so there's always stuff to cover, guys, but I thought I'd just give you a little sneak preview of what's to come. That's my thoughts on the Air Jordan Off-White Jordan 5s. Yeah, not too good. I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm not okay with it at the moment. I'm hoping they improve on it. We'll have to see in the coming months, guys. Let me know how you feel in that comment section below, but yeah, it's not looking too good for me at the moment. As always though, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're doing all three, thank you so much. It means so much to me. I do notice it, guys. I do see there are stats that show me that people are sharing the videos on Facebook and Twitter and all that. So thank you so much. If you guys are doing that, that is so wonderful. Thank you so much for the help. That's how I feel about the Air Jordan 5 though. The Off-White one more specifically. The Off-White Jordan 5s. Disappointed, but I'm willing to change that if we see improvements in the coming months. So until the next sneaker video, guys, until the next streetwear video, guys, I'll catch you later.